Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon. My name is Dario. In the last episode we just started the game and did the usual routine of getting our Pokemon, getting our butt kicked, and that was actually it. Anyways, in this part we're going to be venturing out of Pallet Town since there's really nothing else to do here. It's kind of a dead town. No boat, so can't really sail on the water or anything. And we got these weird... Okay, can someone tell me what these things are? Like, I've played these games my whole life. Don't know what kind of pillars these are. The only thing I can think of is like... Well, I'll show an example. Like, something like these? Like, are they just like these kind of things that litter? Like, obviously those are trees up there. But, you know, I have no idea. Anyways. So, before we couldn't leave because we didn't have a Pokemon. But now with our trusty Pikachu... who's chipper as ever, we're going to go to Route 1. And our first wild Pokemon battle is going to be Pidgey. Now, one of the most important aspects of this game is learning the types of different Pokemon and what types are strong or weak against other ones. Now, for as you saw, it just said super effective. Electric is very strong against flying. It's 2 times as strong as effective, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big Pokemon type of thing. I just know some things. So, for Route 1, you're really not going to get a lot of trouble. Because, yeah, Pikachu can pretty much take out any flying Pokemon at this point, anyway. Hi, I work at a Pokemart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. I totally just remembered I could have used a potion in my battle with Gilbert in the last episode, but why didn't I? I guess because, I don't know, it just... I get really weird about stuff like that, because using potions and, you know, status, like... I guess in a way it feels like I'm cheating because it's not like the computer can use them, like the opponents you fight. So like I always feel like, oh well, I'm using it, so therefore I'm like kind of like cheating the system. Like I don't know, it sounds so dumb, but I honestly do avoid using them when I can, even though it would make my life a whole lot easier if I just did. But I'll try to do better about that. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. We'll see what he's talking about in a bit. But yeah, I don't know, I just like... I don't know, I guess it's just a kid thing. I still feel like I gotta prove myself. So we made it here to Trainer Tip City. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points, PP. To replenish your PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. I'm sorry for that. So, like the guy at the Pokemart said, this is Viridian City. And... something I really appreciate... let me try that again. Something I really appreciate about these older games is like look at all this like dead space down here. Like there's really no point for it to be here, but it's just there. Like you could just walk around it. Like it, even though the original game released in like '96. I don't know. It's just like it would have just been so much easier for them just to like just make a corridor like, you know, straight to the top here, but. I don't know, they just added that to make it feel like, you know, kind of like a real town or a city, like you could just walk around, like some places have dead ends, and I don't know, it sounds silly, but I like stuff like that. Do you want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Sure. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Oh, okay. So, every town's pretty much going to have a mart, as you'll see down there, and, well, houses, presumably, and then also the Pokemon Center. We're going to stop by there first, because Pikachu took some damage fighting those Pidgeys. And sadly, he didn't level up because we lost that battle, so we had a little bit of a uphill battle against us here. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. Thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. That's something, like, that would always bother me. Not that statement, it's people getting bothered by that statement, thinking like, oh, we hope to see you again, they want us to get hurt. And like, my whole life playing this game, I never took it as that. I never took it as like, oh, we hope to see you again, like, oh, we hope to see you in pain. Like, obviously it's like indicating like, you know, we hope to see you again because, I mean, you're a Pokemon trainer, your Pokemon are going to get hurt. So, you know, we hope you don't leave them suffering at 1 HP. But I don't know, I guess, you know, it's like, oh, they hope to see you again, they thrive off your pain or something, I don't know. Like, I just seen people, like, point that out, and it doesn't bother me. I guess it slightly does, but anyway. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me. So kind. So just like good old boba places back in the day, or internet cafes, you know, they have one free computer for you to use. Can't surf the internet, though. You can only go to someone's PC and deposit Pokemon, release Pokemon, or you could go to your PC and put in items. So if I wanted to deposit my potions, I could there. We're going to be using this a lot more often, definitely more than later games in the series, because your backspace is limited to, like, I think 20 or 25 items or something. So you're going to have to, you know, deposit items to make room and stuff. And then I think your PC even has like a certain limit, like 50 or something. So Pokemon centers to heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. Thanks. So with that, we're gonna now check out the mart. Alright, talk to that guy. Try not to move this thing too much. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Got Oak's parcel. I always used to wonder, like, what a parcel was, and, like, because, I mean, if it was a package, it would just say package, right? Or, you know, box or something, but no, parcel, I believe, yeah, is just another name for a package or, you know, of some kind. But, I don't know. The shop finally has some potions in stock. Wow, tons of Pokemon stuff. This shop sells a lot of Parl's heals. We're going to be seeing what all those items do in the coming episodes. Oh, here's the sign. Viridian City, the eternally green paradise. What's also cool about Yellow version, as opposed to other versions, if you play Pokemon Red, for example, the whole palette of the game is going to be with a red tint, and then Pokemon Blue is going to be a blue tint. Whereas Yellow, it looks like everything's yellow right now, but it really changes depending on the town. So it takes full advantage of the color capabilities of the system. You can't go through here. This is private property. This is supposed to be like an old man, but I always thought it was like some weird baby. Actually, what did I guess it's supposed to be an old man. I don't know, he just looks weird. Like, doesn't look like a human. But then again, does my character look like a human? So who am I criticizing here? Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. And then this girl over here, this particular sprite always looked like they were crying, but it's really like they have pigtails or something. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard. Simple names are easiest to remember. Like Birdie. Oh, it's this little clipboard over here. Sparrow. Names. They're so easy to remember, and he has to have the damn name on the wall. It'd be like if a father, like, is like, oh, I love you too, and then he, like, leans over to the Jeremy. Like, he had to, like, look at the wall to remind himself. Let's see. Those Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon. It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere. So before we get too crazy with anything, we'll be nice and deliver Oak's parcel. I mean, he did give us a Pokemon for free, even though everything in this world seems to be free. And we're going to take that guy's advice and hop down the ledges over here. Means you don't have to go through any grass, get to avoid all of it. Well, I guess except over here. And before anybody asks to, no, you cannot find another Pikachu by going through the, you know, grass right there. It was just programmed for that one battle. I know, it's a ripoff. And yes, I have tried when I was a kid, walking up and down that little stretch of grass trying to find another Pikachu, so... Oh, Dario, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Dario. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Gramps! Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Gilbert, good timing. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, the Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It is a high-tech encyclopedia. Dario and Gilbert, take these with you. They teleported from the desk to his hand. I guess this really must be like a very advanced age for them. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old, I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two! Those Pokemon weren't free. You gotta work for them now. It is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it to me. Dario, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Dario. That was the... It faded out because he walked away. Pokemon around the world wait for you, Dario. So if we come up to the Pokedex here, we see got a new entry on the menu here. And it already cataloged what we caught, even though we didn't have a Pokedex. So I don't know how it did that, but whatever. The last entry is going to be the Eevee, so it's only going to go up to 133 for the time being. You could look at the data of a Pokemon, but if you don't have one, you're just going to see the image and what type it is. You could also hear its cry, if you like that. Eevee cannot be found in the wilds in this version. I'm trying to think of what other game it actually can be found in the wild. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then Print does nothing, sadly. Oh, actually, I think Print does do something. Hold on. If you do it on one of your Pokemon that you actually caught. Let's see. No, it doesn't? Okay. I swear it shows like a little, like good image that you can use. I don't know. I thought it showed that, but maybe I was just thinking of this screen. So... let's see. Now, for a guy who wants us to go ahead and collect Pokemon, he doesn't give us any Pokeballs to start out. Actually, kind of an interesting bit here. But before we do that, actually, I'm gonna come over here to his sister. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this will help you. And I guess he really didn't care enough to stop by his sister and say not to. Use the town map to find out where you are. So, we got a town map for free from his sister. Really nice. And I guess she walks around now since we took her last town map. Spending time with your Pokemon makes them more friendly to you. The reason I actually walked back inside is because I heard stories from people who used to play Pokemon back then. And when they first, started playing, they had no idea how to leave the house. And I guess it's kind of interesting to think because instinctually, like, I know now, like, going to where the carpet is, you just, that's what leaves the house. But I guess for people, like, it just wasn't obvious. It was like, they come downstairs and are just like, what? Where do I go? What do I do? How do I get out? So, it's just an interesting thought, like, of how differently people play games. So if we come to the town map here, we could hit use, and we basically get a chance to see what we did before. Or what we did in the last episode. Once again, I'm not going to go through all the cities here. I'll just do a quick breeze by. Just you can stop and take a look. I just don't want to spoil it, just in case for anybody who doesn't know these games that well, which is probably a very, very few amount of people. But as far as this game now, like, as much as I enjoy it, there really isn't a reason to go back to it and play it. Personally, I don't feel. If someone really wanted to kind of play this game, you're pretty much better off playing Let's Go, even though I haven't played it, and nor do I care about it too much. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, I mean. yeah, even though I don't particularly care about those games that much, like, if you want to start off, like, playing Pokemon and you're, like, younger, or you're not really familiar with games, this is going to be really kind of hard to get into just because, just the way it is, just the way it's designed, like, remember, this game was made in the mid-90s, coming off of games, RPGs of the time, too, like, earlier Final Fantasies, Dragon Quest, Earthbound, stuff like that, so, as a result, it's a little bit harder to get into. For example, in the last part, we leveled up to 6, thankfully, we got Tail Whip. In the last part, when I lost the battle with Gilbert, normally I would have had to pay. Now, normally just in a Pokemon battle, in a trainer battle, if all your Pokemon faint, you have to give them money. Now, I think in the original games, I think you give them like half your money. And it just continually, like, above a certain amount, you just give up half your money, which is, like, really hard if you think about it. Like, you know, and that's typically why it's better to just, like, kind of save scum. Meaning that, like, if you lose a trainer battle, it's just like, oh, you know, just reset, you know, the console. So that way it's like it never happens. I'm currently debating if I should do that for most of the game. Just because, like, losing money will just make things harder on you, especially since you don't get any more trainer battles. Like, once you beat a trainer, that's it. They don't, like, you can't re-battle them. There's no way to re-battle. And in fact, that leads to an issue, which I'll cover when we get to that town. How, you know, it is possible to kind of run out of money in this game. So, as opposed to later Pokemon games where, you know, there's always a way to get out of it. To get more money or to beat a trainer or gym leader or something. There's always a way. These games, you could actually easily trap... not easily. You could actually end up trapping yourself if you're not careful. So I think what I'm gonna do is just grind a little bit here. And I'll just go ahead and kind of like fast forward. Alright, well I did a fair bit of grinding. Honestly took about like maybe 5 minutes of just running back and forth. Probably could get him up to level 9 right now, but I'll just leave it alone. But before we end things off, I just wanted to go explore the area to the left of Viridian City, since that guy, cranky guy with the coffee is bothering us. I already talked to this guy. I keep forgetting. For some reason, I think there's, like, new people. And this poor guy over here, he's just trapped in this lonely abyss, like, no way out. I mean, I guess he could swim, maybe he just doesn't know how. So, we're gonna come over here, and if we check the map, we'll see that we're on Route 22, which is quite a jump from what we were just on. We walk over here. Once again, just another little, almost looks like a dead end of some kind, but it looks like there's stuff up there, so we'll check that out before we end things off, just to kind of make things a little bit interesting. Got some grass here, so there's probably some exclusive Pokemon. I know there is, so I don't know why I'm pretending that there isn't. Hey Dario, you're going to the Pokemon League? Forget it, you probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? So just like Bad Penny keeps turning up, Gilbert's going to challenge us to another battle with the level 9 Sparrow. Now, this normally would be trouble, but luckily we have a Pikachu. So we should be able to knock this out relatively quickly. Okay, thankfully it didn't take that much damage. Alright, so we got his Eevee again, which is a lower level, about the same level as us, so this is my chance to kind of redo what happened before. While leveling up, Pikachu learned Thunder Wave, which paralyzes enemies. And I'm gonna compensate his tail whip, which lowers my defense, with a growl from me, which lowers his attack. And I'm just gonna keep doing that just because I do not want to lose to him. Crap. I'm gonna be so mad if I lose to him again. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a potion. Okay, he's fully paralyzed. If I can get like a few more of those, I think I'll be able to beat him. As long as he doesn't get another critical. Okay, good. Come on. Okay, when an enemy's paralyzed, you always move before them. So, I think I got him. Yes! And we leveled up to level 9. We defeated Gilbert! Aw, you just lucked out. And we got some of his money for winning. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get there to them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And even though we kicked his ass, he still decides to walk away all coolly. How do you feel, Pikachu? We won our first battle. Yeah! See, we're finally on the same page. We're getting somewhere. So I'm gonna save just in case some craziness happens. Even though I used a potion, you know what? He had 2 Pokemon, so I feel like that's kind of fair. So you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with that. And he also got lucky with that critical hit, because otherwise I would have been having an easier time. So we got a Nidoran over here. And we're not even going to fight it, screw it. Because I want to take a look at the Pokemon League before anything. Pokemon League front gate. So, probably the biggest building we've seen so far. If we come over here. Only truly skilled trainers are allowed through here. You don't have the Boulder badge yet. The rules are rules. I can't let you pass. So, even if we try to sneak past them or anything, it's just going to kick us back out. But the Pokemon League is pretty much the end goal for trainers here. Those badges that I've talked about on here that you get for defeating certain trainers, all of them are going to be required to get through these different checkpoints. Yeah, so I wanted to see if it was going to say Pokemon League or something, but I forgot it doesn't. Anyways, with all that being said, with all that being done, I think that'll do it for this part. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. And in the next part, I think we're going to finally catch our first Pokemon because... And I'll leave off on this little fun fact that a lot of people don't know about. So... in pretty much every other Pokemon game after this, the Pokemon Professor of the region will always give you 5 Pokeballs. Except in the original games for some reason. Now, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but Professor Oak actually in this game does give you 5 Pokeballs. Except, what you have to do is you have to go that way, beat Gary, and then come back, like, without ever catching another Pokemon, basically. So if you already buy Pokeballs and catch another Pokemon... no, I think if you just buy Pokeballs, he won't give you any. But if you go over there, beat Gary, or beat your rival, and then come back to him, he will give you 5 Pokeballs. So you can't get detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them. Use these to capture wild Pokemon. So yes, it is possible to get 5 free Pokeballs from Professor Oak, but for some reason or another, you have to beat the rival on that route, which a lot of people aren't going to know, by the way, and I think he goes away if you continue past the city. So I think this is like a little known thing like a lot of people don't know about. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Either way, I just wanted to share that because I just think it's fun, because I didn't learn about this until probably about maybe 10 or 15 years after the games came out. And even then, it still wasn't well known. I think I saw it on a website or something. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little fun fact that I don't see a lot of people mention. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just like I showed you, throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. And you saw it even like try was cut off. It was like TRY over here. That won't always do though. A healthy Pokemon could escape. You have to be lucky. Come see me sometimes. I want to know how your Pokedex is coming along. So with that, we're finally done for this episode, ending off in the same part we ended the last one. So next time we're going to catch a Pokemon and move past Viridian City. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.